Oh, what's going on, people? Welcome back to Football Therapy with me, Jan. Hope you guys are doing well. I really do hope that. West Ham 3, Chelsea 2. The first time Chelsea have conceded more than just a single goal this entire season, this entire campaign in a game of football. Our first loss away from home. And it was a peculiar game. Good performances from some, peculiar moments from Chelsea. And really, West Ham deserve a great deal of respect. A formidable team that have been going through a difficult period, and they've just reminded people today that they are really well coached, and they're a good team. Not the greatest result for Chelsea, of course. Probably will lose top spot at the table as a result of this loss. Will be a bit of a sort of wake-up call for Thomas Tuchel in some ways. Edouard, we're going to go through this. Settle in, get comfortable. If you want to try and cheer me up, please do drop a like. If I get a bunch, I might feel a little bit better. Feel free to subscribe, you're all welcome. Oops, so let's talk about this. 3-2 on the night. Goals from O Monstro opening the scoring, Thiago Silva on the 29th minute. Then we concede a penalty from a very, very peculiar moment. An undercooked back pass from Jorginho that doesn't reach Mendy in time to give him loads of time to think about what he's doing on the ball. Although, he does have ample time to clear it for a corner, well, hopefully up the pitch, if not a corner, if not, a throw-in, excuse me, I was going to say, but failing a throw-in, then even a corner. And he takes 2 or 3 touches, and then he basically concedes a penalty on Jared Bowen. It is a penalty. Yes, Jorginho sold him a bit short, but really that has to be on Edouard Mendy, if you ask me. And he converts said penalty in the 40th minute, but in the 44th minute, just before half-time, Chelsea go ahead again. This is just a good time to go ahead, isn't it, in the game? Mason Mount scored a wonderful side-foot volley from an excellent Hakim Ziyech assist. He switches play across the pitch, rather than meeting it with his laces and lashing at it. He opens his body up and he side foots it near post. I mean, yes, you could argue the goalkeeper needs to do better at his near post, but it's literally on the grass against the post at pace from a volley. So, if you're going to put it somewhere near post for it to score, that is pretty damn good to me. An excellent goal, superb technique, and Mason Mount. I mean, we'll go through the players in a moment to talk about player performances, but Mason Mount scores a fantastic goal that sees Chelsea go into the break, leading 2-1 just before half-time. Hakim Ziyech. Kai Havertz goes off injured after a collision with Kazuma. I should probably run over the lineups quickly. So we have, of course, Edouard Mendy in goal. The back three consists of Thiago Silva, Andreas Christensen, and Antonio Rudiger, which we expected. High quality. Midfield is Jorginho and Ruben. The wing-backs is Reece James is back in town. Marcus Alonso is, unfortunately, keeping his place. The front three was Kai Havertz, flanked by both Mason Mount, who played very well. Hakim Ziyech, who played pretty well. He's sort of, has moments of good and bad in games. And of course, Romelu Lukaku comes on at halftime for the injured Kai Havertz. Later on, we do see Callum Hudson-Odoi come on for Hakim. And I don't think he comes on for Marcus Alonso, because Pulisic comes on as well on that left-hand side. So they sort of replace Ziyech and Marcus Alonso. Very, very attacking. I think it left us vulnerable. And I think there was not enough maturity on the pitch at times, but there was a lot of good middle of the park and offensive play. I saw real good things in this game from the likes of Ruben Loftus-Cheek in the midfield, and of course Mason Mount. So the second half starts, Lukaku comes on. In the 56th minute, Jared Bowen scores a lovely goal. I think he uses Andreas Christensen to disguise the pass, so Mendy can't see it. And you've got to throw your hands up. If the penalty is one of those goals that you go, we shouldn't have conceded that, that's Mendy's fault. This goal is just a bit of class from West Ham, and Jared Bowen, who, despite West Ham being in poor form, he's been the sort of one that's kept up his good form and scored an excellent goal. So he's won a penalty, he's scored the equaliser, he's basically been responsible for 2 equalisers for West Ham. Now, no more Chelsea goals, sadly. We do make more changes. Obviously, Hudson-Odoi comes on for Ziyech after that goal. Pulisic comes on for Alonso after that goal. And we are pressing for a winner. Yes, we haven't been perfect in terms of our play, but we are pressing for a winner. But West Ham will let you do that. They'll let you play in front of them, and they're happy to defend, which they did in this game. And then the freak goal comes. And it is a freak goal because Mikel Antonio receives a quick throw in our defensive third, and he plays it off to Masuaku, and he's like running all over the gaff, waiting for this like little through ball or disguised pass. It never comes. Masuaku makes the decision to try and cross it into the box. Mendy sees he's going to do that. He sets himself for a cross, and it just curls into the top corner. It's a weird goal. He didn't mean it. It's just. And Mendy, I understand if you're expecting a cross, but just have that covered. I think Mendy looked rattled in this game before that goal went in. Probably before he's done like the tackle. He's had little moments, Edouard Mendy, and you could argue since he passed the ball back to Fred and stuff, like he's been having wobbly moments. Of course he's still magnificent and he's been absolutely incredible, but these little moments are creeping into his game, and that goal's in the 87th minute. We don't have time or the ability to get back into the game, and we lose ultimately 3-2. First loss of the season. First away loss, first time we've conceded more than one goal. So you look at that, conceding 3 goals, and be like, it was abysmal. I don't think it was abysmal. I think we really improved massively in a load of ways since the Watford performance, but that was largely in the middle and sort of the final third of the park. Lots of good driving runs and incisive and intelligent movements from the like of Ruben Loftus-Cheek and Mason Mount. Fair enough, Jorginho wasn't his best, but he was still, of course, a massive upgrade on Saul Niguez. Reece James had good moments. Alonso is looking like a real problem. Ziyech, amazing assist, offering stuff. And, Lukaku off the bench again in a game when we can't find him is frustrating. So if we talk about player performances, Thiago Silva Mendy, I'm going to say not good. For the first time, probably, in a long time. Thiago Silva, of course, scored the opener. And after scoring the opener, within, a minute or two, he makes a goal line clearance. I don't think it was his best game still, though. Same with Christensen. I don't think Rudiger was particularly bad. I don't know where this is going wrong, so I'll be very keen to get your thoughts and opinions on how these goals are being conceded. Do we lay it on Mendy? The Bowen goal is just class. I don't think you can, massively critique the team for that. But I don't know, front three, all right. I think Kai Havertz, obviously got injured at the end, didn't get a chance to do too much. I think he, should have scored a header maybe when he sort of placed it into Fabianski's arms. But frustrating, mate. Really, really frustrating. I don't know how much I want to talk about this game. I want to open it up to the floor to you guys. I think we've played worse. It's a really bad result. I know a lot of people think we played a lot worse than I think we did, but I don't know. It's really frustrating, man. I'm reluctant to have a go at Mendy, but I don't think he's had his best game today, and I think he's had wobbly moments. Anyway, guys, we move. We're still in and amongst it. It's football. It's the game. You can lose games. This is what happens. And it was probably quite a good game for the neutral. We didn't get battered, but we made silly mistakes. Comment down below, drop a like, and do consider subscribing if you're new. But that's it, fellas. I'm out. So, see ya. Peace.